Yeah, you've been killing it with, especially the studios, just seeing like all the new sets pop up. It's been crazy. Yeah, what's your latest set is the Subway set.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that.
Man, well, that one was crazy. You know what's funny is like every studio I've done, and there was never a plan. So that one, the only plan was like 2 years ago, I wanted to release that, but we didn't know how to build. I don't know what we were going to do, how. It was just like an idea. And then after building the side studio one and the school, I was like, okay, I think we could build it. But it was like a 2-year thing, and then we built it, but it was supposed to only be the inside of the Subway. And as we started like building it and we started building like the elevator to where I was like, you know what, let's expand this. Let's build the hallway, and then let's do this and let's do that. And if you guys know, budget eventually goes too high. And I'm like, what was I thinking? But yeah, it's been like 2 years for the Subway, but until now, but even that wasn't like fully planned. Like the outside wasn't planned. The hallway, not really either. It was just like the elevator. I just didn't know how I was going to set it up. So that just happened, but it was like a 2 years worth, like to finally bring it out.
Yeah. 2 years of actually working on building it, you're saying?
Like just trying to get to like it was in the back of my head. It was always like I had like a mood board. And I was like, one day I want to do it. And like the owner where I have the school, he's like, hey, I have another space. And I was like, it's perfect size. And I was like, let me do it. I mean, he gave me a good deal because I'm a good tenant for him. So just kind of worked out.
That's great. Can we pull up the clip at the Subway? But yeah, we get some footage up of.
Oh, that's
not the Subway.
There's the Subway. Yeah, I honestly love I feel like the hallway adds so much, like with the tile, the Subway tile, you know, the tile on the walls, like really adds a lot. Yeah, that's crazy that you built this all by yourself. Like this was just you, and did you have any other help? Or
that
was
dude right there, John?
Yeah.
He helped me. It's funny, I posted on Instagram, and like a 19-year-old kid actually built that.
Oh, really?
It was a 19-year-old kid.
That's crazy.
And then I got another contractor like towards like the second half because I wanted it done fast. So I reached out to someone else, and he recommended me someone, and that's how it all came about. But basically, that's like I come up with the game plan, and then I just get like the people in place that like, you know, like, all I knew was like I do the finishing touches.
Yeah.
Like the little things that I know I need, I go pick up, but like I give it to them, like the people that are good at that.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was a crazy one. That one was like dude, we went like 25 grand over.
Damn.
Over budget. Yeah, that was it's crazy.
I mean, it looks great. It looks amazing.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. That was definitely a fun one.
And this is a different look. You said you have different. These are all different buildings or different locations.
That one's like in the same building, but it's like separate. So it's like mine's, and it's like the fabric store, which is like the owner of that whole place, and then it's the Subway. So it's like in the same place.
It's in the same building.
Yeah.
But it's just like a different entrance or something like that.
Okay. Gotcha. So you have the classroom there as well?
Yeah. That's
Can we see the classroom real quick? Yeah, so this one is crazy. This one's super vibrant, and I think my favorite part is really the hallway with all the lockers. I feel like you really killed this look. I feel like it looks like, you know, like just the classic hallway scene you'd see in any type of like, you know, film or classroom.
It looks sick because it's all connected. I feel like you can really shoot like a whole scene where like follow a character walking around, and
you have the office right here, which is like perfect, you know, especially, and you have a locker. You got everything, man.
Bro, like this one was like it was like a scary 3-4 months probably, because once I released it didn't do good for 3 to 4 months.
Wow.
I thought I failed because like when I first saw the hallway, because you know I had like the first official studio, those lockers I brought those, and I was like a school hallway. And I was looking for a place that has that. I didn't want to build walls because that would be cost. So I found that place, and I was like, this works. So I released it, and dude, it like flopped for 3 to 4 months. I was like, you're like, damn. Like I built this whole hallway. I was like, because when I first saw it, I was like, you can make 2 different sets, but they're going to be small, but you can divide it in the middle.
Yeah.
But I was like, let me go all out. I'd rather go big, and I give people the better experience. Because me as a shooter, I don't want to just be content, on this side. You know, I want to get it 360. So they worked out after 4 months, but I took a hit, like for sure. That one was like. Was
there something that you did that like got the word out there, or like how did word start picking up? Like how did you
just happened, dude. Like, dude, it was like people were kind of lowballing, like, hey, like, can you do it for this outside of peer space and all that? And I had to take a hit, and I was like, yeah. It was like I wasn't making anything really, but I was like trying to see like, is it gonna hit? I think when it started, because I think I released that in December or January, it started hitting summer.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
So it was like June basically. So it was like
everyone's out of school.
Yeah, it was. So I guess like people started preparing for back to school. So commercials started coming in, and I was like, dude, this is actually pretty cool. And that's how
I remember the aperture shoot shot there. Was that
was at the beginning.
Oh, okay.
That was at the beginning.
So you were like hopeful. You're like, all right, this is gonna hit, and then
it kind of flopped for 4 months. Yeah, I was like,
were you able to recoup investment on that, or is it still?
No, I was able to recoup, but it was 3 to 4 months. I was like, man, like normally when I release though, I always have like at least 4 shoots ready to go to like try to showcase what I can do with it and try to give people like an idea.
Like shoots that you're shooting yourself?
I'll try to bring an artist or shoot some commercial, spec that, or anything really to show them like, hey, you guys can shoot it like this, grab screen grabs, put it on, peer space and all that. So
yeah, we do that. We do that too. But so we also like bring in like our friends and like other people with different like photographers and stuff like that.
Yeah,
people that have different styles and stuff that we can't do ourselves. Like we just invite some people, do some free shoots just to at least get the content out there.
That's what you guys do with every space you guys have?
I think we've done that with every space.
Yeah, and we've done that work because like our Broadway studio, we just remodeled it, and same thing, like we did this big remodel because we haven't changed that set since 2020 when we first opened it. So it's been the same since then. We've changed a few things in and out, but we just did a full remodel. So we added that grid ceiling, we added the elevator that goes into the grid ceiling, and like that circle room and the LED hallway. So we did all that, and then it was just still dead.
Yeah,
we're just like, what are we gonna do? So we did promo, we did a shoot, and it was still like slow. So we're just like let's plan, like let's just schedule a few people, because that's what we've done with all our other studios. We'll just schedule a few friends to just come shoot some content, do a photo shoot, do whatever, and just like get us some behind the scenes. And then I don't know. I feel like I don't know if that's like the key, but like I feel like it.
I also feel like on Peerspace it takes a bit for like, I don't know, the algorithm to catch up for you to get started getting bumped up, because like when you first post it, you're on like page 2000 or something crazy, right?
Yeah.
And then after a while, like somehow depending on people, how I think it's how many people click on your thing during searches or something, it starts kind of shifting it up. So then you start seeing yourself on page 100, and if it's more popular, it keeps going up. But I think it takes a bit of time for it to kind of do that, I think.
So talk to me a little bit about how you even got into the studio game as your first studio. How did that kind of come about?
Dude, we were kind of I kind of talked a little bit about it when I got in here, but so the first one wasn't supposed to be Peerspace. It was supposed to be like me personally, because I used to light all the shoots. I was doing like live performances in my backyard of my parents' house. And the show I was having, if I was doing fog, the wind was blowing it. If I tried to do backdrops, the backdrops were moving, and I couldn't practice lighting. But I eventually learned it. But I'm like, okay, I can't do this every time. Take all my gear from my room all the way to my backyard, set it up, break it down at 3 a.m. And I was like, I was tired. I was like, I would love to set something up and leave it like that. So I found like a little studio right by my house, and I was like, dude, this is like a perfect place to create, learn lighting, bring artists, and really showcase the world, like, hey, like I deserve bigger budgets. I was getting $500-$600 budgets. So it was like nothing, right? Like this literally just me. I was still putting $100 or $150 into my friend. So I wasn't really making anything. I started to edit. So it was kind of like a self-investment until I remember like I put those tubes hanging, and I did like a little story, like, oh, I was just excited, and then I got like 5 directors. When are you going to release this? I was like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, this is just like, I'm just like a little, I'm just all excited. Like my first place, it was like it was during COVID. So it was like finally I have an escape from the house.
Yeah.
And I brought them in, and then I put it on Peerspace. I was like, if it gets rented a little bit, that'll be cool, but that's not the goal. And it just blew up. Like that was the one that, it was, during COVID, like everything just went crazy with money. So it just blew up, and I was like, what just happened? I couldn't shoot there no more. I couldn't do my YouTube videos. It was just like the craziest thing. I'm like, dude, are you serious? So I got an office after that, but that's really how it came about. I was like trying to invest in myself.